We are the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Browns at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line and tackle there. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. start the drive. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a check down complete to Hall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, Douglas. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again, Douglas. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a foul yet.
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
To throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. That was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL, and in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play. I don't know that even the analytics coach would have said that. This seemed like a bad play. Take the points there and move on.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Watson off play action. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st down, it's Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now it's Watson, a bootleg, rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be caught for Browns. Touchdown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The York on now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Douglas. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw on 2nd down, Douglas. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion left goes Cooks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a 2nd empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's Austin. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. From way up at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, the first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 41, Watson forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Back to throw, Watson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He's going to have the first down, and more than that, he's still on his feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off play action. Douglas. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Douglas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackling at about the 21. On 4th down, Douglas. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Thomas, the man in motion left. Watson on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake. Douglas. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're going to try and throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth.
They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Play action. Douglas. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 48 yards.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question. We'll wait to see the answer, but...
And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down. Even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter, I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on first down, Douglas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Looking to throw on second down. Douglas. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. In motion left goes Cooks. On 1st and 10, Douglas. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. To throw. Douglas. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Douglas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You ain't going nowhere.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Dalvin's going to take the handoff on the option.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They'll go option on second down, right side.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And some room to work.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man.